Hello and welcome to Mopperty's Magic Duels cast. I'm Mopperty and this is Magic Duels. Today we are playing a black-red Eldrazi deck. Not a fantastic hand. I think we might keep it though. We're going to keep this hand. There's a couple of things we've got going for us, but we're not really going to start to see much effect till turn 3. But, you know, turn 3-4 potentially with our Nettle Drone and our Titan's Presence, and we've got our Despoiler out there as well. So does that require 2 basic lands? Oh, it's 2 basic lands, that's unfortunate. We'll play it down now. There's the other dual lands where you only need to have one of either type that it supports, either black or red. So it looks like we're playing green, and they're straight out there with the Perilous Mere. A bit of a classic creature. I think what we might do is Twin Bolt straight off this turn, because that will deal 1 damage to the Mere and 1 damage to them, and then they will deal 1 damage to us in return. Sometimes it's good to do though, especially when we've got things like Nettle Drone that only have 1 point of toughness, because the Perilous Mere, when it hits the graveyard, deals 2 back out to someone. I'd rather just take 2 off me at this stage than risk my creatures in the future. So let's see what they come up with for their 3rd turn. Who is it we're playing? Whoever that is. So they're playing Reclamation Sage. We've got no real enchantments in this deck, I don't believe, so we're not too worried about Reclamation Sage. It's always a good card to have in a deck though. Now, if we go for Titan's Presence, that is going to help us work towards our exiling. Is this creature or player? Each opponent, right, okay. I think we're just going to go for a Titan's Presence at this point. Probably not ideal, but it is putting a card into exile. And a lot of stuff we want to play relies on exile. For example, if we do a Wasteland Strangler for our next draw, now we've got a card in exile, we could give something on their board -3/-3, and at the state of mana they're on now, potentially that could just kill them. Obviously it's a gamble, we might not even get a Wasteland Strangler next, but with this deck I really like to sort of get the cards into exile. Yeah, I think we'll play Visage of Emrakul there. It's got a nice body on it, and it's got trample as well. Only 3 power, but it's 4 toughness, so depending on what they play, obviously, if I attacked now, obviously I can't because of Summoning Sickness, but versus the Reclamation Sage, the Sage would only absorb 1, and the other 2 would go over to them, so okay. This guy is power and toughness equal to elves you control. Now, if you tap it, it deals damage to target creature equal to its toughness, its power, as long as that creature has flying, so we don't have to worry about that too much, we don't really have any flying. Okay, I can't really get my value so far. I think we'll just do the Dominator Drone at this point. We control another colourless creature, so that's going to trigger the ability on there to drain them. And then I'm going to swing with the Visage of Emrakul. They could double up on it, which is fair enough if they do. No, I think he made the right choice there by not blocking. Would have been good if we could have cleared his creatures, because that would mean we could get another ingest trigger the next turn for when Dominator Drone attacks. Oh, another one of these archer guys. Really seems to be geared against stopping flying creatures, doesn't he? I've sort of been looking for value for my Nettle Drone really, and not been playing him, so saying that, I think it's going to be better to do Strangler this turn. So because we played that Titan's Presence earlier, like I mentioned, we're going to get to do a -3/-3 on something now by putting the card we ingested into their graveyard. So there we go. Clears the way a little bit. let's see, 3-2. You know, I think I'm going to take it, and if he wants to lose something he can. And because we've got 3 creatures against his 2, I'm not really against losing a creature. Okay, so yeah, he's going to trade across there. We're at 11 plays 18, we've got a better board state currently. A 4th mana, what's going to come down? Nothing. Twin Bolt could be pretty sweet. No, never mind. So, is that going to give us enough? Yes. Okay. So we'll do 1 Nettle Drone this turn. Going to attack with everything. I think I'm going to drop the Carrier Thrall as well. Or do I keep the Carrier Thrall in hand? Ah, right, yeah, Carrier Thrall's not a colourless creature anyway. I was contemplating the Nettle Drone ability of when you play a colourless spell, and I keep forgetting Carrier Thrall isn't a devoid creature, it's just a regular black creature. So, I mean, I can't really see him getting out of this now. It's 18-5, 4 creatures against 2. Against 3. But still, they are all pretty weak creatures. We haven't got fantastic bodies on ours either, but what have we got? Processor Assault. Okay, Processor Assault is effectively dead in our hand at the moment. So what we're going to do first of all is, yeah, we're going to tap the Nettle Drone for 1. And then we're going to play our next Nettle Drone, which will untap the first one. If it's gonna... Why isn't it letting us play a card? That's super weird. Ah, okay. Must have been some lag issue, or they just were contemplating giving up and they were in a pause menu or something, so it wouldn't let us. Right, so we're not going to come out too much on top of this, but I think pretty much for everything he kills of mine, we're going to kill one of his, so yeah, I mean, look at the state of the board now. I don't think there's anything he's going to play to get him wide enough to stop us, which there isn't, obviously, so it looks like this game is ours. Play a mountain, oh that's pretty cool. So, just to be technically correct, we will tap for 1. We'll play a colourless spell and then untap. Can't use the ability because we haven't got anything ingested, so there's nothing to move from exile to the graveyard. And then we tap for 1 again, and that ends the game. That was a nice and quick one. Thanks very much for watching.